Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm going to do a very quick get rid of me. Get ready with me, and it's featuring the iconic Smoky palette by Makeup Revolution. I have been using this for a look over the last few days, and I'll probably do a fab or flop. But I am going to do something using this palette, just an everyday look. It's not particularly smoky, even though this is a smoky palette, but yeah, it's just something I've been using every day. I've just really been enjoying playing around with it, just for, you know, for the time being. I've kept the names actually today, so I'm going to use those today so I can tell you what they are. Anyway, let's get down to business. So first of all, I feel like I've got a lisp. Crikey. So I'm using the new sponge. If you saw my Instagram, this sponge, the dye all came out of it. When I first ran it underwater, because that's what you do, you wet it first, all the pink dye, it was bright pink, came out first. There's still dye coming out of it. It hasn't given me any problems at all. But it was a little bit concerning. And I don't know if anybody else has said about it, but I surely had it, so I don't know whether it was just mine. And I'll do a review of that as well in the future. I'm just using the All Day Liquid Foundation by H&M, coupled with the Universal Fit in Light Peach, which is dark. So I am going to use those as my base today. You may notice I haven't put on any concealer first. And I've sort of noticed that in some of my pictures, I have a yellowy tone under my eyes. So I'm giving it a go without. So here we go. Let me get a bit closer for you. I know how you guys like that. So using this sponge, I'm just going to use this all over the face. My eyes look really discoloured today. Look, discoloured. Anyway, this will sort it out. I have to say this is it's a lot better than the Avon one. It's not as soft as the Beauty Blender, and I'll do a comparison, but it is good. So I really enjoyed using it the other day. I thought even though there was dye, it did leave a good finish on my skin. So I'm a bit, oh dear. So I'm probably going to continue to use it and continue to buy it. So yeah, I do like this one. It is £4.99, so it's not much cheaper than the Real Techniques one. So yeah, it's not like it's the cheapest sponge in the world. It would have been great if it was £1. Excuse me, I'm feeling really rough at the moment. I feel like I am getting a cold. I've felt like it for days and really like sort of under the weather. All that travelling's really sort of taking it out on me. So I feel quite rough. So like I say, I don't put the concealer on before like I have been, because I'm now using an Avon, it's quite a thick concealer, the Ideal Flawless Cream Concealer in Fair. And it comes like this. You do have to use your fingers. I suppose you could use a brush, but I always use my fingers. And I'm just going to pat that under the eye. It's quite brightening actually. And same under here. I quite get on with these. I know a lot of people who don't. They don't like dipping their finger in, or they prefer to use a concealer with a, oh gosh, can't think of the word. No, the words escaped me. I'll get there in a minute. Like the thing you get in a lip gloss. Doe Foot applicator. There you go. What I'm going to do now as well is I'm doing my makeup the way I have been, and I've been using a blusher on top of the liquid and then muting it down with a setting powder. So this is at the moment my favourite blush, Berry Amore by Milani. Just loving this as a quick one and done. It just does everything. It highlights, contours and blushes. So I do, oh, I've got some pencils that's sort of rolling off the side there. So I'm putting it on so it's quite dense. You see there's quite a lot there. I'm doing it on the other side as well, but I'm blending it with my setting powder once we get there. So just using it on the tops of my cheekbones. And yes, I am being quite heavy with it, but that will change. So I'm just going to take my big brush and my setting powder by Gosh, which is like this bright white setting powder. There you go, it's on there now. I'm just going to dab that all over my face and then blend. Yeah, I feel like what that does is it allows me to sort of get away with a heavier colour on my cheeks, and then I can mute it down. Now, they always say you can add, but you can't take away when it comes to things like blush, but I feel like I can if I do it that way. And what it does as well for me is it sticks to my foundation, making it last longer. Not that they don't last long. I'm really sorry, but my eczema's really irritable today. I'll just show you it just there. It had gone completely, but yesterday when I was driving home, it was such a stressful journey, and I feel like that was what irritated my wrist. It's so itchy. Oh my gosh. I can't explain how irritating, if you've never had anything that itches, how irritating it is. If you've ever had a tattoo, when it's healing, it's that sort of itch. Sorry, I've got to slap it. That's terrible. It's just so itchy. Oh gosh. Struggle is real, people. The struggle is real. It's only there that I get it. I can't imagine getting it everywhere else. I'm just going to put a lid on it primer on my eye. Oh goodness, if there's any in there at all. I haven't used that much, have I? Gosh. Just going to put that on my eye first. I've been doing this a lot lately, and I've been noticing not a massive difference, but definitely a small change in how long my eyeshadow is lasting. But then again, I don't know whether it's... Oh crap. Oh, we have a situation of over too much. There's too much here. I'll wipe some on my arm because I'm going to be doing some swatches later anyway. So, and I'm just going to put the other one on this eye. Yeah, I've been putting it underneath my On and On bronze, and On and On bronze is the one I've been using for this particular eye look. Sorry that the lighting's so rubbish, by the way, you know me. So using On and On bronze, sort of let that dry down a bit first. So using On and On bronze, which I'm sort of running out of. I'm using it every day. And just patting that on top of what I've just used. The same one here. Patting it first and then blending it out. Just all over the lid. I should really show you what I'm doing rather than putting the thing in front of my face, eh? And the same on this side, so patting it on and then blending it out. Just so that I've got a good base. It's really good with this palette. So, first things first. I've been using a brush. I don't know what brush this is. I don't know what palette it's from or anything, but I like it. It's quite a good handy brush to take away because it's got this really thin brush at the end and then like a nice fluffy brush, which I've been finding really useful. So I'm taking Exhale, which is this colour at the end, the matte cream, and I'm just putting that on the brow or just underneath. I do this so that it doesn't highlight but gives me a base to work from in terms of the crease colour, because I find that because I've used a cream, the crease colour doesn't blend so well until I've done this. So the next colour I'm going to use is Flicker, which is the second one in. I'm just tapping that on the end and I'm going to use that all in the crease. It's so faint, but it definitely is there. I really, really like this. It's so pretty. I have to say, these are not as powdery as normal. I feel like this is a different formula to any of the other eyeshadows. And although this is meant to be a redemption palette, it hasn't got a see-through top. It has got the mirror, and I feel like the formula is slightly different as well, which means that the £6 instead of the £4 that it is, I don't feel like I've been cheated anyway. And really, £6 is still fantastic for 12 eyeshadows, 4 of which are really, really good mattes. And yeah, I thought when they said it was going to be £6 that there was not going to be much difference, but I was wrong. I was really wrong. And then I'm going to take the colour Rubble, which is the darker colour, and I'm just going to put that in this edge here for now, because I will deepen up that crease. You can see it there. I will definitely be deepening that up, and I'll be blending it as well in a moment. I'm just going to bring this down into the lower V, to the outer V, the lower V, you are, so that it shapes the eye a bit. So pretty. This, I was so unsure about this. I saw the original and everybody going mad over it, and I thought, oh, it's just a hype, it's just a hype. Don't worry, don't get fed into it. Don't believe the hype. Well, I really do love this. And I will do a fab or flop anyway for anybody who isn't wanting to go through this video. Right, I'm going to take Light, which is this. I don't even know what colour this is. It's like a pinky grey. Maybe that's the colour. Pinky grey. It is the softest, most pigmented shimmer that I've ever used for Makeup Revolution. I mean, oh my God, it's so nice. I got so many compliments when I was wearing this. And the thing is, it felt like it got better over time. Like, the longer I was wearing it, the nicer it looked. I don't know how that is possible, but that is what was happening. Just taking a flat shader brush to sort of pack on that colour. I know I'm going to run out of that colour. And I also know I don't know what I'm going to do when I do. Probably repurchase the palette. You'd think I'd have this particular colour, but I don't. Just look how shiny it is and beautiful. I just love it. And then I take this colour here called Stained. And it's like it's more a satin than a shimmer, but it works really well on top of this. So I put this in the sort of outer V here. And I just keep adding it on top. It adds some warmth, because I feel like this can be quite a cool look. Adding that on that outer V. I just love this. I love this. I love it. And then I'm going to take the blending brush once again and just blend that out. And the same on this side. Now, in order to give this a really soft look, I just think it's stunning. So stunning. I really do. I better put the lid on this before it goes dry. Oh dear. I just love it. I absolutely love this look. I'm going to take a brown eyeliner and, oh, that's not the one. I can't see my eyeliners. That's not the one. Wait, no, that is the one. And it's a 16-hour hold Maybelline in dark brown. Drop the lid now. And it's really soft. I'm just going to line the top gently. I just want a soft look. And then you can just see I've just lined the top there. Excuse my hair. Just going to line the top here. I love dark brown eyeliners. And this is really, really soft. I'll be mentioning this in a haul. I'm actually going to take it into the waterline as well. And just, rather than using black, I really like using the brown. This is as pigmented and as soft as my favourite eyeliner from Stila. So I really like that. Then I'm going to take this brush here, the angled brush, and I'm going to take this darker sort of grey. It's called Steam. And I'm just going to take that all under the eye here. Only half, well, not all under the eye, just halfway. Just about to halfway anyway. About 3/4 of the way along underneath. And then I'm going to take the blending brush once again and just blend that so it's nice and soft rather than a sharp line. And then finally just taking that brush again, the angled brush, and I'm going to take that shimmery colour that I used on my lid and just put that just underneath and in the inner corner. Weird face is being pulled right now. So I'm going to add some mascara and I will be back. That's the mascara done. I used the Lancome Hypnose mascara. I keep wanting to buy this, and I've got a YSL one, the baby doll one, which is okay, but it's so hard to get off. And this is so soft. I feel like it really it just makes my lashes look really fluttery, which I just love. They're not too, they're just lovely. And although this is a volume mascara and it's just lovely. So I'm thinking about getting it, but I kept seeing everything else but just the Hypnose, so I'm not sure. So for lips, I have been using the Rimmel Exaggerate Lip Liner in East End Snob. All over the lips, actually. So I'll just use that now. If you have any pale sort of sheer nude lipsticks that don't suit you on their own, I would highly recommend using this as a lip liner. It's so soft though, it breaks all the time. It is a shame. On its own, it's like a nudie matte colour, but I think it looks too dry. So I use, excuse me, this is new, you'll see it in a haul soon, number 842 Rosewood Pearl, and it's a Maybelline Colour Sensational lipstick, and it's a lovely, oh, I love the smell of these. I don't know quite how to describe them. It's like cakey. And I just use that on top. And that is the final look. I'm going to do a fab or flop on this. So I won't give you my overall feelings, but that is the overall look. Let me just get in close. It's just a soft, I just love it. It's so beautiful. And I've been wearing that literally every day while I've been working. And I'll probably wear it tomorrow because I'm working again. Anyway, I will see you all in my next video, of course. I'm so pleased that you guys are joining me for Vlogmas. And, you know, if you're not enjoying Vlogmas, but you enjoy this style of video, then give this a thumbs up. And anyway, and, you know, Vlogmas is nearly over. Well, it's not nearly over, but it will be nearly over. And I look forward to seeing you all in my next video. Bye, guys.